Okay. Today's date is 23rd of February 2026. The time now is 9:28 a.m. So, obviously the plan, but it's very important to understand. It's not a joke. Literally, my life depends on it. You know, my whole thing I'm doing depends on it. That is, the legislation included. I'm gonna play here, but just gonna post the ad. So 1 second. So I'm busy. I am busy. Hello. Okay. With me. No. So yeah. So I'm busy. Don't come in. Go away. I'm busy. Look. No, don't come in. I'm busy. I'm busy. I just need to see. No. 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 N-O spells my initials. No. Yes. So this is my three evidence things. So I have my phone here, my first phone. But this evidence is basically on this phone. This is my Nokia phone. They gave me back my phone today. But they contain a lot of evidence. So the evidence is basically important to have. It's my Nokia phone, but this is what I'm saying using it for evidence. But my phone is for evidence, so they don't really work, but the details in there. So basically, the proof is that I went to the Barrister in 51 Carmine Street, basically 27 Carmine Street, 27 Carmine Street, John 27 or 51. Come up with the 27 John Carmine Street. Yes, 51 John Carmine Street. Yeah, 51 John Carmine Street in Central London, and to speak to a barrister. The barrister has to book an appointment. But John Carmine Street, Carmine, not Carmelite, Carmine Street is 51, the number 51. John Carmine Street is basically next to 50 on John Carmine Street, but there's a address in there. So this is evidence was I went there for the housing scenario, and I went there for the housing, and I got home evidence here. So basically, if this is all evidence, so I have a phone here I'm looking at. This is a Samsung phone, but it's usually one of my phones I take evidence with. I went a lot of evidence for my own housing situation. So I put section 202 for my housing scenario, and then I went all of that with section 203. So 202 basically housing act 1986, and they say no to me for housing. I don't have rights to housing. So I'm demanding human rights violation, 60 million from the UK government, another 60 million for child abuse, for children neglected everything when I was a child. And an adult now, I'm fighting on human rights cases. So I have a Samsung phone here. It's a Samsung model SM A05 7G forward GSMUD. 64 gigabytes, and this is one evidence that contains everything contains evidence. If you go to archive.com, archive.org, this one repository. So your plan namely is to go there, go to European Court of Human Rights, because I've visited the Barrister case. So the Barrister have a phone call. I have to never get a solicitor into them. So I'm using my solicitor, the human issue solicitor, to get into my thing done. But I could have used the old one, but basically I have a new solicitor's authority firm to look into my case, and I'm trying to use them to solve my housing situation. So I filed a session. I've appealed my case again. I've appealed my session 3, but I used a new solicitor's firm. So I'm not really happy why I did that. But I have the content of my own system. This is because of barrister. So a barrister will look into my case for 3 years of use of my life and make a commission decision when I need that kind of money, because I demanded that money because I'm suing the councils. They can say no to me all they like, but that's my right to legal stuff. So in 202, this operation is called Return of the Richest Research. So the council is denying me housing on 20 November, I become homeless. Or 29 November 2025, I become homeless in a hotel. I stayed in a hotel in a care home. On my health and security, when I invoked the health and security 2014, I was homeless under the health and security 2014, and social care 2014, and I was the best person myself. I saved £10,000 for Cambridge University. I lost £10,000 homeless from 20 November to 20 January. basically. So this one four and a half, this is a model number, and then I went there. Then I went to Best Hotel and I spent £350 per for my human rights violation for staying on best lesson per week. Per week, I stayed there for 1.5 weeks, and I lost 1.5 weeks working money of financial for £10,000 saved for my PhD in Cambridge after getting my bachelor's degree in computer science. My I'm part of Mensa, by the way. I'm applying my degree. I have a bachelor's degree in computer science. I have a bachelor's degree in business studies, and then moved from Barrister to my friends on Edward Global. Now, Edward Global is an alibi. Edward Global can say whether he can come or not, but he's has a lot of capacity. He has capacity, yes, but not as much capacity as me because he can't give him a property, but not me. So he's a friend I know who's been in care, and Ali Siddiqui, a lot of other people that I know, Ali Siddiqui, Mr. Ali Siddiqui, Mr. Edward Global, Mr. Ryan. I don't understand him. But they know they have houses now. I don't have houses, so this has to go to the barrister by law. So I have to request the barrister from solicitor, but the goal is to have this space shared between me and barrister. Again, see this video too. But I'm going to give them a YouTube channel, youtube.com/@OB Nexus. But they should look at my human rights case and see my human rights case. But it's over the time. I'm telling them that the council that I'm a valid, I'm not a British citizen, and I'm a British, I'm entitled to housing because I've been staying in Cambridge, I've been in Newham, all the system here. But they're gonna pretend like I don't know what I'm saying. I have enough capacity, so I'm not. I'm within the council. So section 202 is appeal, which lasts 14 days for housing, 14-day review, and no housing still. And then you can have section 2 again. So section 3, I think so. Section 3 is I'm using section 32 for the barrister to the local courts. So section 32 for me was the local court. Because the local courts to sort out how the situation are. So I still have a house, but I don't still have a house on section 203, but that's not what it says on the legal document. So I actually go to the court. And the court said that section 202. So I'm looking for the court orders by my section when I was in section 2, but I was in 8 days. So now I'm section 203, 60 days of being in detained, 60 days to 6 months. The last 6 months. We have to tell them that I don't know this. People here don't know the life. I don't really care about the fucking them. But the fact about it is, I come to the tape. I have this camera on. I have a voice. I'm a voice on the internet. So this is my journal. So I have my own firm. So basically, section 203 was the local court, and section 204 was the international court, and new diversity sovereignty. Now, basically, they gave me section 203. So 202, 203, and 204 is the one I created. So basically, I just branch out from saying I'm not going to be part of this. I'm going to join basically under Article 51, right to self-defense. I declared sovereignty, but it doesn't really make sense, right now. But it's what I want. So it does fit the framework of sovereignty because I'm a new developer and I'm really, really smart. I'm part of Mensa. So this is basically a legal procedure under the House Act 1986. Now, the House Act 1986, they gave me section 184 twice. So I'm demanding double the money of what I'm entitled to because it's a human rights violation, and you can say no to me all they like. Just don't mess with me ever again, because I'm a very dangerous person. I have a bachelor's degree in computer science. I have a bachelor's degree in business studies. I've survived homelessness. I have literally invented dimensional game theory. I have invented the constitutional legislation. So basically, the legislation is a tool. So it goes to github.com/Oscar, B for Bravo, I for Indigo, N for November, E for Echo, S for X-ray, U for Umbrella, S for Sarah. /legislation. That's my own neurodivergent legislation for neurodivergent people in Biafra sovereignty from Nigeria. Because I'm a Biafra, not Nigeria. But I'm saying that because I use the system as I use Nigeria, that's a survivor. I'm a Nigerian, not a Biafra. I'm not a Biafran, I'm a Nigerian. First, I'm a British person because I don't have a house. I'm denied housing from the UK government. So from the people that are Nigerians in the UK government, they don't respect my rights for housing. So they may understand this, but I know how this works too. I've been in for too long to not know how it works. I'm a very smart person, and I'm not going to be taking any kind of abuse from anyone in any way, shape, or form. I don't care whether you're the councillor or the government UK or you come in the next prime minister. Thank God we have Keir Starmer. I'm not taking abuse from anyone, any shape or form. No, I'm collecting your debt. The council debt of 1.1 billion. I'm demanding 1.2 billion. But basically, the minimum I'm going to demand is basically for human violation via the European Court of Human Rights in France is basically no 1.1 billion because council is in debt. Third council is in debt of 1.1 billion, and I'm very glad they're in debt because I'm causing more debt. So I have the more debt they have, the more better for me. So basically, I have decided to not pay my after being homeless, to not pay any house council tax. That's an agreement with the council. So I'm not sending agreement to the third council. So that obviously the money is pouring out, and the money has to go from somewhere. So that money is pouring out because I'm not paying for 15 each somewhere to November. Where they house me? I want to try to house me for the care provider. They want to give me a care leave program. So try to house me without the care. So I'm saying to them, although I'm here in the physical, they cannot put me in a box, which is the care home 15 showing. It's called Health Care Services. I'm obviously IG5 0 EQ Indigo Go 5 0 Echo Quebec, and that's the care home I was in 29 November to 20 January. So 20 January I was out of the care home. I was there in the care home, and they demand me house subsidy. The money is pouring. The money is pouring into nothing. It's pouring on the floor, but it's pouring in digital space. So basically, you got to think that basically legally it's pouring digital space. So no one's paying for it. No one's using it. So it's a useless service. So they're going to get rid of the service. So it's not coming to from your bank account into my bank account. From your bank account, guys, into my bank account. So I want to be at 1.2 billion losses. So I'm demanding 1.2 billion from the UK government because it's a human rights action. I've been detained. I was 15 foot. I was hospitalized 14 years old, 14 years old, 15 years old, 16 years old. I was 3 years of my life. I was locked in a unit. Alien officers with no support, no assistance, and they said it was good to me. They all said it was good to me. That was good. I stayed there. I said to them, fine, have it your way. There's nothing you can help me do for housing, so I'm going to sue you 1.2 billion because the council is doing 1. And that should clear my debt case. Because I lost £10,000 for my business, OB in excess, and my PhD, and you didn't really want to give me that money back. So you're now in the debt of 1.2 billion. So that's the local maximum of the lawsuit, and the local minimum is I'm charging for human rights. I have 30 human rights, 35 human rights. No, I have basically I'm charging based on the old system. So I'm going to £35 million for child abuse. Do to go because there's 30 human rights. I have my friend come. 5 human rights I can act on, and 5 human rights I can't act on. It's like my back or something. My back is like a verbal spot because it's my back. 5 plus 5: eyes, taste, and touch. Eyes, nose, mouth, taste, touch, and ears. 5 senses I can act on, and 5 senses I can't act on my back. I should be hurt my back. I should be in abuse all my fucking life, but get them just by asking for things that everyone is entitled to. In the UK, but it's a legal procedure via the barrister. So I'm for the barrister. So when my police are going to ask for barrister, straight up, barrister, nothing else. So the barrister has to speak to me in person about my human rights case, human rights claim of what happened. So that's 35 human rights I can act on. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 25. So 35 human rights. And now 35 human rights literally 5 times 25 is 25. 5 times 25 is 10. 5 times 5 plus 5 is 10. So that's local minimum 10 plus 35 human rights, which is not 30, as you can see, the Union Charter says. So it's computable by children, young people, which is very important to understand the human rights. And you get 35 human rights. That could be 35 million pounds. But I don't want that. I want double that. So I want 35 million pounds plus for health and social care. So that'll be 35 times 2. 35 times 2. 35 times 2. That's 70 million pounds. Now 70 million pounds is not enough. Because that's health and social care, 2 services that came together to become one, to offer housing. And I'm not going to have that from anyone. So the cost will sort me out. 70 million pounds is for child only. Now, because I'm an adult, 7 million pounds times 2 will be 140 million pounds. So 140 million pounds is a lawsuit. Yes, it's 140 million pounds. But it's going to be 140 million for child and adult for no housing, for adult social care, social care minimum. And I'm saying to you, the kind of shit I've been through, you guys cannot survive in the UK. You have to keep working to how you're going to do it, because you guys are not up to the Nigerian level of corruption. I'm not saying that to you because you're about to can see those reality we have in Nigeria. So that's what we have. So 140 million pounds is my lawsuit, my claim against the UK government councils system and the NHS and the private group and all the nonsense that happened as a child. Being molested, harassed, being perverted on in kind of a war setting, being denied housing, being denied food, water, and shelter, being denied a lot of things that was so essential. It's fine, guys. Guys, no, I don't feel hard. I don't feel bad. I feel because I can define what bad means. I can define that. I'm a scientist, guys. I do study. I do study. I can't tell you what it means to have a bad feeling. The day I do is the day I have regret for you. I pity you guys. I understand pity very well. Because I don't feel bad for you, but I feel pity because you don't understand what could have been doing when I was when I was young. I could have been part of myself. I could have been actually I could have been supported. When I ask, you don't do. So don't pity me. Pity yourselves. Picture yourself. I can't even give you. I can't be bothered to even look at you people no more. You people I grew up with, guys. That's only £40 million lawsuit. So the one lawsuit is 1.2 billion. Now, 1.2 billion because it comes to the 1.1 billion. So they're using money to funnel that money to abuse me more, to deny me more housing, to say I have no capacity, to say I have no this and that. NI. Look, that is fine about your stand, but the barrister will sort me out. The barrister will take me to, so I'm going to try to go to the, so the barrister assist me go to the European Court of Human Rights. So this video is for him, really, the barrister people. Let's see whether they can get this video down. Thank you guys for watching this video. And that's a fight for human rights.